Without a doubt, one of the most exciting developments in the past few years has been climbing's inclusion into the Olympic Games. And while it was amazing to see some of the best athletes in the world go up against each other, one of the things I was most excited about was the 3D modelling and stuff like this. Now, I don't think anything's ever going to replace something like photo or video. Those things are almost irreplaceable and they're only going to keep growing in climbing media. However, especially with these 3D models, I think there is massive expansion, and here are a few things of what I think the future will hold with regards to this sort of stuff. While it was amazing to see what the Olympics did with it, what I'm going to show you in this video is what one person can do with entirely free software and a decent computer. Let's start by expanding on what the Olympics did. 3D walls inside are not that hard to model. You can literally just model a plane to the rough shape of the wall and add holds on if and where you see fit. But one of the things I'm looking forward to is actually being able to download those walls onto your phone. You can have any wall in the country on your phone, and you could even walk around it in VR. Virtual reality is so sophisticated now that you can get a camera to look at a plane and even track a 3D model onto, say, your phone like this. I mean, the technology of holograms is very far away, but the truth is, once that technology is there, 3D models coming out of your phone isn't going to be that far in the future. This leads me on to the next point. 3D scanning is not that hard to come by. There's loads of free software out there which allows you to create 3D models of any route outside, as long as you have enough photos. And the truth is, size doesn't even matter in this case. You can have an entire scan of El Capitan if you had enough photos. Guidebooks for indoor walls and outdoor venues are now possible to have on websites. I mean, I have my local climbing walls 3D model on my website right now, which anyone can log in and walk around and see what the facility holds. Climbing walls can now advertise themselves on their website. If you don't know what facilities a climbing wall has, that climbing wall can show you in the 3D model. You can walk around, see what the space is like, see if you want to go and visit. This effectively allows you to even run stuff like inductions in an online scenario. If some people can't make it for a certain time, they could log on and then walk around with someone who is a dedicated instructor at the wall. The next point I'm going to talk about is probably one of the biggest developments that we can do right now. While 3D models of the wall are impressive and we can show off what the route looks like using game engines such as Unreal, what if we could take it one step further and show what the climbers are doing on the wall? Take this video of Oren Coley at the City Block wall in Leeds. While we can see how he does the climb from this specific angle, we can now convert this video into 3D animation data and then overlay it onto a model and put it in a 3D scene. It's now possible to show you the climb from any angle I want. It's even possible to do stuff like put it on my dining room table. To be honest, this is where I think climbing competitions in general are going to go. Imagine being able to walk up to the climb, have a look at it before the athlete comes out, and then see a 3D model of the athlete climb up it in real time. You can be next to the wall if you want, because there's no danger there. You can view any competition you want from any angle you want. One of the ways I was thinking this could be useful is by showing exactly how the route was set. A lot of the time in competition streams, we hear the commentators say, I don't know if this is what the route setter intended. So if we had a 3D animation of exactly what the route setter intended, and we could compare that against the climber, I think that would be really useful for the audience in general. The final way I see these 3D models being useful is with regards to shopping online. Imagine if you're trying to sell a climbing hold and it has a bit of a unique feature to it. A 2D image isn't going to show you that feature as well as a 3D scan could. Imagine if your client could orbit around this climbing hold. They could see exactly what they were getting. They could know exactly what makes these holds special. So far I've done this with the lattice rung and say even moonboard holds, but imagine if you could expand it out to your entire stock inventory. And this doesn't even have to link to climbing holds. Anything can be modelled in 3D and anything can be shown off on your website. Without a doubt, this is one of the most exciting times for climbing media in general. And as I said at the start of the video, all of this can be done by one person. So the only question is, what are you going to make next? Thanks for watching to the end of the video. This was actually quite good fun to make, and if you want to see more of these sort of 3D render stuff, I have a few ideas in the future. They take a lot of time though, so as you can tell by my first and my second video, they were about 3 weeks apart. But yeah, hopefully give it a like, share, and please subscribe. I do massively appreciate it.